Hi everyone, it's Amelie from the Art House, still in my kitchen in lockdown. And I wanted to show you a little process that I really like doing when I'm feeling a bit stressed or anxious. And my lovely mother-in-law asked me to make a video of it as well. And so here goes. So this is my mindful painting. So this is what it looks like when it's done. In a couple of different designs. I use watercolor for this, and a small brush like this, quite pointy, but you could use different brushes. These are on small papers, but if you were doing a bigger paper you could use a bigger size brush as well. This is a number 4, and it's just a simple one from Great Art, it's called, from their I Love Art brand. It's quite simple. I've also turned some of these in flowers, or I like to sometimes just choose a color and go in different tones, and then I've added some flowers at the end of these. This looks a bit more like a flower, and then I used some collage as well, because this one is a card. I did a card with this one, and I stuck a bit of collage that I had from another bit of artwork that I did. So I have my basic shapes that I use to start are sort of a twirly-whirly on itself, like this very technical term, twirly-whirly like this. Or I like sort of the wave pattern as well, and I use a circle as well that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you the 3. So it's really easy, and it's a bit in the sort of the idea of those coloring books that you can get mindful coloring, but it's a bit less restrictive. And sometimes I find those are really tiny and a bit it's almost too intense. So my different shapes I start with are the circle like this, that I like to spiral like a bit like a snail shell like this, or I do like a bit of a wave one like this. So I do it either with a pen or with a pencil, and I do like as well the sort of more spirally on itself. And then sometimes I just do as well more like a straight. That looks a bit more like a flower stem, and you can start a flower from there. I'm just going to show you a couple of ways to do it. I'm going to do one with purples. So I tend to start and try and do like a little, it looks like a leaf, a bit like a leaf movement. So with I put a lot of color on my brush, and then I start doing a little leaf pattern, and rather than moving my hand, I move the paper, and I go one side, other side, one side, other side, like a side to side motion, and I move my paper rather than moving my hand up and down. And you have to be careful once you get back on top of yourself so you don't smudge it with your hand. Add a bit more. So it's not supposed to be a flower or anything, it's just a movement and a pattern that you can concentrate on and sort of clear your mind. It doesn't have to look like anything real. So it's literally side to side, going around on your shape, on your abstract shape. I'm moving my paper rather than my hand, like that. And then I tend to go one color at a time. So I've started with my purple. Now I'm going to rinse my paintbrush. I'm going to choose a different purple. So I've got a bit of a lighter purple. And then I might not go around all over again. I'm going to go a bit more randomly. So I'm going to go a bit here, here, here. So it's more, this one's more of a random go. My basic one was the dark purple, and now I'm just adding accents to it. Like that. I also have some really shiny ones. I love these. These are my silver, my sort of shimmery ones. So I have a shimmery purple here I'm going to use. They need a bit more of water to get started, these ones. And then again, I'm just going around, going to see where that one could be nice. Like that. Turning my paper. And just adding details until I decide to switch colors. And sometimes it's good, I go as much as I can with the same tones in the same color family, and then I'll add one that's completely sort of outside, like a bit of a contrasting, clashing color. So I'm going to do a neon orange on this one. So that's really popping now. And this dries really, really fast. You could just use normal paint as well and dilute it a little bit, or you don't have to dilute it at all. You could use markers that have a fine tip. That's quite good. If you don't have watercolors, you can watch the video I made with Lily about how making your own in the kitchen, with stuff from the kitchen, with tea, coffee, turmeric, food coloring, and you can use that. So there's all sorts of different versions that you can do. So this is, I would do more on this one, but I just want to show you another shape. So this is a start of one. And I really love doing these. You can make cards, especially sort of at this time where things are a little bit stressful for everybody and we have neighbors that are on their own. It could be really nice to do little cards like this with the kids. I often do the Mindful with my daughter Lily, and we made some cards yesterday. So this one I'm going to do a bit more like a flower, so I'm going to do some leaves. So I'm starting, rather than doing the side to side separately, I'm doing them one next to each other on each side of the line, more like a leaf pattern. So this one, this shape with the sort of the wave, you don't really have to move your paper. You just go up and down, side to side, side to side, side to side. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be in any specific pattern. You can really invent anything, any pattern you want to do, and any color combination. I really like going quite dark as well with the black, grey, gold together is really nice. It's really, yeah, it's quite a special one, that one. I like, and a bit of a taupe, sort of beige taupe color. That's really nice. And I do love the green that I'm doing now, the green and pink. I do like that combination as well. And then I'm going to put a paler pink. So you could do some that don't have a lot of detail on. I quite like to use a lot of color and make them really full. And you can also do little marks on the outside of the lines. It doesn't have to stay inside the lines. If I feel that there's a lot of white space around my creation, I just go just like this outside and go around it as well. I like to use a shimmery color for that one. If you don't have the shimmery ones, you could add just glitter to the ones that you've made yourself, or to just a color palette that you have, a watercolor palette. You could just try and add a bit of glitter to it. So sometimes I just add them like this on the outside. So that's the idea of the Mindful painting. You could use So this is my snail one as well. I'll just give you a little look of that one. So this one I tend to start in the middle. So from the middle, and then you turn, keep turning, keep turning. Side to side, always side to side. So round and round, all around this one. With my oranges I'm doing now, I might do orange and gold. So again, moving my paper side to side. I find this super relaxing and I find it really pretty. And I've done it as well, which is really nice, on black card. And then some colors sometimes that you put on, you think, oh, that doesn't show up. And then when it dries, it comes up really, really pretty. If you use the white on the black card, at first you're like, it doesn't, not very exciting. But when it's fully dry, it's so pretty. I do like a bit of shimmer, so I'm going to use my gold. I've just got these on eBay, sorry, Amazon, a few weeks ago, because I'd seen somebody on Instagram using them, and then I clicked on it, and then I kept getting some adverts on, I don't know, it was Facebook or Instagram, so I just went on Amazon and got some lovely shimmery ones, and I think they really add a lovely touch to the paintings. I'll do one last color for you, and then I shall let you get on with your mindful painting. Make sure to let me know what you're up to and show me. You can subscribe to the channel and like the videos, that really helps, and then more people can see them. And I hope this could help you be a little bit mindful in these stressful times. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me and ask me for a bit more detail. But this is the idea of the mindful painting. You could make them very quickly, or you can take your time, and different versions of these. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can make up your own shapes, and you can make up your own little leaf shapes as well. Just let me see what you've done. I can get inspired by what you've done as well. And thank you for watching. Bye.